And draw knees back into your chest. We're going to start in a twist. So taking arms out, just loosen up the spine by taking the knees to the right and to the left. Just maybe 4 or 5 times, turning your gaze opposite of your knees as you do this. Just inviting the body into the twist. And then the next time your knees are over to the left, just let them relax there. Take your arms into cactus arms. Let your shoulders relax down onto the floor. And just breathe. Drawing breath in through your nose and out through your open, softened jaw for just a few nice, deep exhales. And then just noticing how you're feeling, sensations, aches, pains, tightness, and just breathe into that space. And see if you can just soften it. Let your belly be warm and wide and relaxed as we just hold here for another few breaths, knowing that we're going to activate all of those deep core muscles shortly. Just giving it a moment to soften and relax right now, just releasing the tension. And then take an inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to pull the navel in. So engage it. Let that energy, that activation, lift the knees up and over to the other side. And turn your gaze to in the opposite direction of your knees. And then once again, just relax. Relax all of those muscles and breathe deeply into your belly. Notice too, as you switch to the other side, what might be there, that tension or holding, tightness. And just letting go. We've all been on edge, not knowing what's next. And so often when we feel settled and secure, we kind of have a sense of what our future is going to be. And right now, we are all kind of feeling that we don't know. We don't know. And so that creates in itself tension within the body. So we want to become aware of where that tension is and being able to consciously let it go so subconsciously it doesn't create patterns of holding. And so when we give ourselves these few moments to relax and let go, then we can become more conscious. So moving consciously through our day instead of unconsciously. So let's take one more nice big deep breath in. Let's let it all go with a big exhale of ah. And then inhale one more time, and as you exhale, you'll draw the navel in and hug it in, draw the knees back up through center, and then once again extend the legs up and point and flex your feet. I'm getting lots of puppy kisses here. He's very excited that it's playtime. All right, and knees into your chest. And then let's roll over and come into a seated position. So we're going to come onto our knees and we're going to grab some weights. So take your knees a little wider than your shoulders. So you've got a little bit of a foundation, a stability. And then we're going to reach the arms up, lift up and lengthen, and then we're going to sink down. So you can have your toes curled under if you'd like. You can have them flat, whatever works for you. So we're going to go back as we now exhale, lean back, engage your core. And then lift up the weights coming back over your knees. And then exhale, lean back as you drop the weights. So now engaging and massaging those deep core muscles. So letting go of it as you lean up and then lean back, you engage. And 3 more just like this. Moving slow so you've got some control. That control is important to helping us get stronger. So today, our mantra for our class is I am flexible. And you know I don't count and breathe at the same time or count and talk at the same time, so you know I always throw in a few extras. All right, so sitting back, we're going to, hopefully everybody's okay with this. If not, you can always just come back up. So bringing the weights now to your chest, we're gonna open up as we lean back. So we're gonna continue that core strengthening. So inhale here, exhale, pull that navel in and up as the arms go out. Inhale, exhale. So we're giving ourselves this deep core belly massage as we work into strengthening our core. So last week we talked about I am strong, and then we threw in I am flexible. This time we're going to throw in start with I am flexible. I am flexible. I am flexible. There we go. Good. I am flexible. Can we go with the flow? Can we just be okay with not knowing? 3 more. 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Just let's hold here for 2 breaths. Nice big deep inhale. Keep the navel contracted and lifted. Can you feel like you're lifting your core? And then come back. Put the weights just at the top of your mat. Let's come into table pose. This time, let's definitely curl our toes under. And inhale, lift hips and heart. And exhale. Feel like you're really gonna push the earth away, especially from your navel. And then inhale, let the navel sink towards the floor. And exhale, pull it away. So as you move through the cows and the cats, just keep your focus right there in that navel center. Feeling that sinking towards the floor on your inhale and really lifting skyward on your exhale. And then we'll come back into table pose. You're gonna come back up onto your knees again. And then we're gonna extend our leg out to the side. So taking your arms up and over, you've got the weights into your hand. We're going to lean over to your right and then lean over to the left. So we're just gonna flow back and forth, lowering the arms as you go side to side. Now I'm a little too close to my countertop, so there we go. I just have to bend the knee a little bit, or the elbow. Just keep moving. Now, notice again, take your awareness back into your navel center. So pull that navel in and up. Keep that engaged as we flow side to side. Just loosening up the spine and creating that flexibility within the body. Strong and flexible, flexible and strong. Now we're going to hold here. So just let your hand rest comfortably on your thigh and reach. And we're just going to back off and reach. And one last, back off and reach, hold here and stretch. And then as we hold this, extend your arm up to the sky. Can you look up? we're gonna work our tricep right from here. So you're gonna lift and lower, and just make sure that you're being mindful that you don't whack yourself in the head with the weight. Breathe. 3 more, 3, 2, 1, lift up. And then now here's a little challenge for you. Can you bring the weight into the left knee and bring the right knee in without using hands? And then we're going to bring the weight into the right knee and extend the left leg. And then we'll do the same thing on this side. So flowing back and forth, creating that flexibility. We're stretching out inner thigh muscles, pulling the navel in and up and leaving it there throughout. Even though you're breathing, you're maintaining that strength. I am flexible. I am strong. That's how we're going to get through life. That's how we're going to get through this unknown, being strong and flexible. The more we move our body, the more we're going to hold now. So the stronger, the healthier we remain. And breathe. So let's back off and reach. Back off and reach. And back off and reach and stretch. One more time, and then we'll hold and breathe, pulling navel in and up. Can you feel that lengthening in your body? You hold this nice and strong. And then lift. Oops, we got to do our triceps. All right, so lengthen the arm up. And then if you can turn your gaze up, great. If not, that's okay. Just don't whack yourself in the head with the weight. And breathe. Funny bird outside. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. All right, lift back up. Now with the weights up there, holding. Can you?
Hey, Charla, I'm sorry. Can you please mute everybody?
Oh, yes.
Not everybody. Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
No, that's okay. Let's see. Mute all. Mute all. Mute. Okay. There we go. All right. Where were we? Back here on the knees. Okay. So from here, let's just put the weights down and come back into table pose. Take an inhale, lift hips and heart. Exhale, we're going to lift back into a downward facing dog. And just bending one knee and then the other, wiggling hips. And breathing through this. So just play around in your downward facing dog. Oh, now that I'm doing the dog poses, the dogs have left me. They turned around and looked when I said dog. Then one knee, then the other. All right. So now you want to have your weights nearby because we're going to use those here. So we're going to lift up the left leg high to the sky. So feeling that stretch. We're going to, well, we're not using them yet, but lift and lower now your heel. So if you want, you can bend the knee for a deeper stretch. If you want to keep the leg extended. So find out for yourself where you are feeling more of a stretch or more of a strength for this, but you're lifting and lowering that heel on pumping the calf and building that stretch and strengthen at the same time. And then let's lower the left foot And we'll lift the right. Doing the same thing here, lifting the leg. We start to lift and lower the left heel. You can bend the knee if you want to go for a deeper stretch, but just decide what you prefer, what feels good, but what you're working, right? We're working here. We're moving, stretching, strengthening, creating flexibility, courage. Keep pumping that calf on the left side. 3, 2, 1, lower down. And then let's switch legs again. So lift up the left leg. Now you're gonna bend the knee, bring the knee in towards your belly, shift forward into plank, and then extend and kick the leg back behind you. We're gonna do that 4 more times. So knee into chest, shift forward, and then extend. 3 more. Knee to chest, shift into plank. Move slow so you can feel how strong you're getting in each position. Can you just pause and hold in that plank for a moment? Sometimes when we use too much momentum, we're really not creating strength. Last one, and then extend the leg up. This time bend the knee, stack the hip, and breathe. Now, let's switch legs. So come back into down dog, pause here for a moment. We're also building upper arm strength by hanging out here so long. If you need to take a break, take a break. So lifting the right leg now, bringing knee to chest, shifting forward into your plank arms. 4 more times. Lift the leg, knee to chest, shift into plank. 3 more. Lift. Using core strength. So take your focus back into your belly. See what your belly's doing to help out. You know I can't talk and count. I think this is our last one. And lift up, bend the knee, stack the hip. Breathe. And then we'll straighten the leg and return the foot. Let's drop into our knees and shift back into child's pose. Slide the hands in and actually take it so that you flip the palms up back behind your feet. And just give the shoulders, the arms a little break after that. That's all bone building exercises. All right, we're gonna rise up and we're gonna come back into table pose. So lift hips, lift heart, back into your downward facing dog. All right, so lift the left leg again. This time, as you bend the knee and bring it into your chest, you're gonna pivot and extend the left leg to the right and come into a supported side plank pose. And breathe. Drop that down and then extend the leg back up. Now, drop the left foot, lift the right leg, bend the knee, draw it in towards your chest, and then pivot as you extend it to the left. Open up with the left arm into your supported plank and breathe. Drop the hand, extend the right leg back behind you, and then lower the foot. We're going to look up at our hands, walk our feet all the way up into forward fold. And we're going to relax here for a few breaths, bending one knee and then the other, keeping your knees soft and your belly always on your thighs when you are in forward fold. And let your head be heavy. And then shift the weight from the front of the feet to the back of the feet. Open your toes up. And then have your weights nearby. Reach all the way up. Lift up and lengthen. Take a little back bend. And then just bring your hands down through heart center. And breathe. All right, reach arms up. Lift up, lengthen, and release into your forward fold. Now from here, we're gonna step back with the right foot and come into a lunge. Grab your weights. So bend the back knee here, and then inhale. As you exhale, you're gonna lift yourself up. That's all with core strength. So now drop back down, weights just hover over the earth, back knee is bent, inhale, exhale, lift up. 3 more times. Drop down, holding here, inhaling, exhaling, navel in and up, lift you up. Good. Keep moving just like this. Last one, and we're gonna keep that front knee bent, rotate, lift the arms up over your head and breathe. Bring the weights together. We're gonna work more triceps. So bend the knee, bend the back knee, and then straighten both knees, right? So both knees bend as you bend your elbows. So we're bending elbows and knees here as we sink down for 3 and 2 and 1. And then we're going to go right into a warrior 2 from here. So dropping the back heel and then lowering the arms, just giving your shoulders a break. So please make sure the weight's in the outer edge of your back foot. And then see if you can bring the left knee over the left ankle. So we're going to be lifting and lowering that heel. Left heel. So we're going to do biceps here. So shift over to the left. Remember, you're grounded to the right here as you lift the arms. Then you can back out of that. If you'd like to straighten this leg, you're more than welcome. So sink down, lift the heel, and then either just lower the heel or straighten the leg as you work your biceps. And smiling always makes everything easier. Good. And breathing. If you need to make any adjustments, please do so. Please always be mindful of what you're able to do, what your body allows. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to hold here with my heel lifted. It doesn't have to be. You can have it down. You can even have it slightly. Just for a moment, lift just the heel ever so slightly, enough that we could slide like a piece of paper under there. Feel that. Whoo, that's big. All right, arms out. We're going to rotate, lower the heel now. We're going to rotate just to open up the shoulders. So turning the weights back and forth, and then feeling how that's opening up our whole upper body, our shoulder girdle, our rib cage. All right, so now we're just gonna stay here, palms are up this time, and we're gonna bring the weights into the shoulders. Lift the heel, lower the heel. Right, so lift and lower, just like we did on the other side, making sure the weight's in the outer edge of your right foot. Protect the right knee here as we work the left thigh. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then just to release the arms, drop the heel. And then breathe. So take your shoulders up, back, and down. Put the shoulders on the back of the body. And then just let your hands rest on the back of your thighs. Turn your gaze off to the left. And breathe. All right, now straighten the foot, straighten the leg,
we're gonna hinge forward. So the hand is here and it's just gonna simply slide down the leg as your body hinges into a triangle pose. Now find a spot that feels comfortable and just drop that weight. Let your hand relax onto your shin and then extend your right arm up and breathe. Let's rotate through the wrist while we're here. So doing this with a weight in our hand actually helps to strengthen all of our wrist extensors in the forearm, go in the opposite direction as well. So this helps to build that strength in our hands and our arms while we're holding this. All right, so now bend the knee, lower the hand, drop the weight, reposition so that your weights are easy to find, and then bring both hands onto the inside of your left foot. You can heel toe your left foot slightly. Lift the right heel, sink down and breathe. Now we're gonna do some push-ups right here. So rotate your hands so that your index finger's pointing to the top of your mat, your pinky to the outer edge, and your thumbs are more or less pointing towards one another. Turn your elbow points out, hug them in, and we're gonna lower down and lift back up. Lower and lift. You can wing the left knee out if you'd like to give yourself some more space. 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. Hold, pull the navel in and up, drop the back knee, and then really wing the knee out this time and just shift the hips side to side. So just relaxing now. This is giving us a nice psoas stretch here. Let's twist in this. So keep the right hand right where it is. Take the left hand onto your left knee and then push the knee away as you look over your left shoulder. Look back behind you and breathe. Squeeze your right glute now. And then bringing your hand back to where it was, flattening the foot, lift up the back knee, and then you're gonna step back into down dog, and then widen the hands while you're there, and bend one knee and then the other. And then we're gonna look up at our hands, and we're gonna walk our hands up to our feet, and coming into forward fold here. And breathe. All right, so now feet are parallel, hips distance, bend your knees, rise all the way up, reach up, no weights at this point. If you've got them, that's fine. Squeeze glutes as you create a back bend, and then bring hands down through heart center and just pause for a moment. Just bring balance into your body, symmetry. And then reach arms up, inhale, lengthen. So get as tall as you can. Imagine your fingers could brush the ceiling. And then exhale, come back into your forward fold. Planting hands on either side of your feet. Step back with the left foot this time. And then grab your weights. Start to bring the weight out of the hands and rising all the way up. And bring them up over your head. And we're gonna bend both knees as we bend elbows. So bending elbows and knees, keeping the navel drawn in and up, and breathe. I am flexible, and oh yeah, I'm strong too. I am flexible. 2 more. We'll hold here. I don't think we did that on the other side, but we're going to do it on this side. 3, 2, 1. And then reach up, bending the knee. You're going to drop the heel. All right. So we're setting up for our warrior on this side. All right. So we're going to start. Remember, we're gonna lift and lower this right heel. Weights in the outer edge of your back foot. So in order to feel that, you wanna feel that there's a lifting in your arch. All right, so we're gonna lift the heel as we lift the weights. So remember, you can straighten the leg if you need to, or just lift and lower the heel. And breathe. Breathe while you do this. Just nice, strong, slow, fluid breaths if you can keep them that way. Sometimes the faster we move or the more we do, right, the heart beats faster, and we need to breathe more shallowly. See if you can keep that long and slow and full here. All right, 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Good. And then we're going to extend the arms out. If you want more juice, lift the front heel. If you need a break, lower it, straighten the knee. So you've got lots of choices. We're rotating now through the arms to open up the shoulder girdle. I am flexible. And oh, by the way, I am strong. All right, so now palms up. We're gonna lift the heel as we bring the arms into the shoulders. Pay attention to the back knee, making sure that the weight is in the left foot, the outer edge of the left foot. Maybe lifting the heel a tiny little bit, maybe a lot. Remember how much juice we found. 3 more, 3, 2, 1, good. And then let's lower the arms, bring the shoulders up, back and down, rest the hands here on your legs, lift the heel a little bit or a lot, and breathe. Turn your gaze off to the right. All right, let's lower the heel, straighten the leg, start to slide the hand down the leg. And then when you get to a point, just drop the weight, let your hand rest onto your shin, and then reach the arm up. And we'll rotate, strengthening our wrist extensors while we're here. Going in one direction, and then the other. So we want to strengthen and stretch all the little muscles in the body as well as the big muscles. All right, and then bend the knee and lower the hand down, drop the weight. You're gonna bring both hands to the inside of your right foot. So walk the right foot out, give yourself some space here. Turn the hand so that the index fingers are pointing to the top of the mat. Pinky to the outer edges and the thumbs. Tuck the elbows in, hug them in, turn the eye of the elbow forward, and we lower down. If you need to get the right knee out of the way, wing it out a little bit. Keep the back leg strong. Keep the navel pulled in as we lift and lower, working our arms for 3, 2, and 1. Good, hold here for just a moment. And then drop the knee, wing the knee out, and rock side to side. Then we're gonna go into a twist. So leaving the left hand where it is, take the right hand to the right knee, push the knee away from you so that you can look back behind you. Maybe you can look back so much so that you can see your left foot, squeeze the left glute, and breathe. And we release our psoas here. And then bringing the hand back down, plant the foot, lift up the back knee, and step it back into down dog.
Widen the hands. And breathe. Wiggle your down dog out. And then we're gonna walk the hands back to your feet, coming into forward fold. And then bend your knees. We're gonna rise all the way up. Reach up, lift up and lengthen, and take a little back bend. And then we're gonna open the arms, rotate through your shoulders. Okay, so one of the most challenging things for teachers is to teach chaturanga. It's not that it's hard for us to teach it properly, it's to get you all to do it properly. So we're gonna work using our countertop to practice and work with our chaturangas. We did a little of that in our, what we just did there, but we're going to do a little bit more of it. So you're gonna take your countertop or your chair, whatever you're working with, just make sure it's stable. And so we're going to bring the elbows in. So this is key to yoga push-up. All right, is that the elbows slide past the ribs. Now remember, our shoulders are a part of our back body. This is what happens when our shoulders are on our front body. All right, now, and I just feel, you can even play around with it yourself as you just kind of hunch forward. Feel what happens to your belly, right? It's like, blah, it kind of blows out. But when we put the shoulders on the back body where they actually belong, it, number one, supports our spine, pulls the navel in and up, right? And then we're taller, we're stronger. So we're going to do some push-ups here by having the elbows. So you start with the elbows. If your elbows aren't touching your ribs, bring them in. And then you want to rotate the hands so you see the position of my hands. So similar to what we were doing. Now, the further you step away from your countertop, the harder this is. So you can practice this if you don't have a lot of upper body strength. You can practice this closer in and then begin to work your way out. Now, what we don't want is to go too far forward. Look what happens to my shoulders. Yeah, you might be thinking that you're working and getting stronger that way, but it's harder to stop. And here the shoulders aren't rounding. And then pushing that counter away from you, keeping the navel in and up. So feeling that, feeling how the ribs and the elbows, the upper arms are becoming quite friendly. There's no social distancing here. So the edge of the countertop's killing my hands right now. So from here, I'm gonna hold on to the countertop and just sink back into a down dog stretch. It's a really nice way to come out of this. So you can practice this too, periodically throughout the day. Coming forward again. So another thing you can do is turn the palms down. Now we don't do this on the mat, but for doing it at the countertop, turn the palms down so the heel of your hand's there. That really brings the elbows in. Then do it this way. So extend and then don't go past. Don't have little grasshopper arms, right? Keep them at your ribs. That's harder to stop because we naturally want to go down a little bit further. But the more we do these, that will save your shoulders. Pull the belly in, 3 more, 3, 2, and 1. And then flip the hands if you have them, hold on and stretch it out into your down dog stretch and breathe. All right, we're gonna do some leg stretches using the bar. So you're going to bring your leg up onto your countertop. All right, so hold on to the counter with your right hand, right leg is extended, reach up and lengthen,
And then taking a side body stretch, reaching over for your toes. And then come out. As you come out, I want you to lift up and then lower. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Reach up, stretch over. And then coming up, lift up, lift up, lift up. Little calf raises. And then let's reach again and hold this time. If you'd like to take your right hand, if you feel secure, then extend that down the leg. Drop your head, tuck your chin, and really feel this lengthening in the inner thigh as well as the left side of your body. Ribs, they're expanding, stretching. And then let's reach all the way up. All right, so now release the arms. Let's hold on again. We're gonna try and lift the leg up off of the countertop. So inhale, and as you exhale, can you lift the leg up off of the countertop? Now you might not, but you're still working all those muscles. So even if you don't get the foot to even budge off of the countertop, you feel that isometric. So let's do this 5 times. So inhale, and then exhale, lift the leg. That's a lot of practice there. Inhale, exhale, take the leg up. Inhale, exhale, 2 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. Last one, inhale, exhale, lift. And then take the leg and slowly lower it down and wiggle your hips. Good. And then we have to do that on the other side. So lift the left leg up onto the bar or the countertop. It would be a bar if we were in the studio. So left hand now holding on. I reach up and over with my right, reaching for my toes. This is a side body stretch, not necessarily this way. So your arm might not get anywhere near. And then we intersperse with our calf lifts. And then reach up and stretch, lift up, take some calf stretches here, and then hold. So let's hold here and breathe. So feeling that inner thigh stretch, feeling the right ribs to hip area, stretching armpits. This is stretching our lymphatic system. All right, so we're creating flexibility. Now let's create some strength. So holding on to the countertop, take a nice big deep inhale and exhale. Can you lift the leg up off of the countertop? Inhale. So we exhale, we engage isometrically. We pull all that energy inward to lift the leg. My leg is really shaking. I got some energy to release. Good. 3 more. Lift, even if it lifts a hair, even if your heel never disconnects to the countertop, you are working. I think that was the last one. We lift it up, take it off, slowly let it lower, and wiggle your hips. All right. So now we're going for another stretch, and then we're going to do a balancing pose from here. So extend your right foot. You're facing now your countertop. And so your foot is on the counter. What I'd like you to do is drop it so that your toes are curled, but the ball of your foot is on the counter and you're pushing your heel inward. So you're getting a nice deep stretch up the back of your leg. All right, now push into the ball of your foot, pull the heel away, lift up, and then we're gonna reach for the counter. So you might have to bend the knee to reach the counter. That's okay because we're going there next. So just relax here for a moment and you can pump the foot so that the heel goes towards the wall and backs off a little bit. Now we're gonna bend the knee and we're gonna be in a nice deep lunge. We're gonna lift the back heel and lower it. So lift and lower, we're doing more calf pumping. Your calves are gonna be probably a little sore tomorrow, but you can always massage them and make sure that you come back for some more so that When you're feeling that lactic acid buildup and feeling sore, the best thing to do is move some more. Get out your foam roller if you've got one. All right, so now here's our balance. We're gonna work from here. So you've got the foot on the countertop or maybe the chair, probably a countertop's more stable there. All right, so now can you pull away and keep the leg lifted and balanced? Now your leg might have dropped, that's okay. You're just working on one leg. 3, 2, 1, slowly lower the leg, release the arms. And before we move to the other side, let's just shake it out, shaking our 9 gates. All right, the hard part's almost over. And then we get a little bit more stretching and we get to relax. Okay, let's come back now. And now you're going to lift the left leg up onto the countertop. All right, so start by hooking the toes over the counter, the ball of the foot's on the edge, and you push your heel towards the wall underneath, like you're trying to get your heel underneath the counter. And then push it away and move it in and out. More calf pumping. All right, so now we're going to start to reach forward. You might need to bend the knee. That's okay. If you can't reach the counter or your foot with the knee bent, with the knee straight, then bend the knee. Because remember, we're going to next. You can continue to pump the heel or pump the foot. And then let's bend the knee and come into our lunge. Right, use your breath. Let the breath help you. All right, and then we're gonna lift and lower the back heel. More calf pumping. So back in the 18th century, and maybe before, but definitely in the 18th century, I know they did this, when men wore knickers and stockings. And so men wanted to have big calves because that meant that they were manly and sportsmanlike. But not everybody has naturally big calves. So they used to put wood blocks underneath their stockings to make it look like they had bigger calves, kind of like having other body augmentations. 3, 2, 1. All right, so now straighten the leg. We're gonna come up, we're gonna work on our balancing. So where do we get the strength to balance? Right here. So you pull that in, lift the arms up. Just push away from the countertop. Breathing. Your leg might have dropped, that's okay. You're just balancing on one leg for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower. And then, let's shake our 9 gates again. Just letting all of that go. More calf pumping, All right, and then coming back to center. Let's reach our arms up, lengthen through the body. Let's take a nice back bend and then bring hands down through heart center, coming into your forward fold. Knees are soft. Head is heavy and relaxed. And then hands come out. All right, we got to do one more thing, which is our chaturangas on the floor. So make sure that when you're in plank, that from whatever's touching the floor, either your knees or your feet is in one straight line. You're going to take the hands, make sure that on the mat, the fingers are pointing to the top of the mat and the index fingers and pinkies to the outer edge. Thumbs are pointing inward. Your gaze stays right down there between your thumbs. Now, tuck those elbows in, bring them in just like we did. And we lower slowly down. Now the elbows can come up because you've allowed your body to rest on the earth. Take a breath, let your shoulders slide down the back as you start to push yourself up into a back bend. And breathe. And then press all the way back into child's pose. This time take the knees wide and let the arms just soften around your head. Forehead finds the earth. Use your breath to let the body relax. Shift your hips back and forth. Massage your body into your child's pose. And then let's come back up into table pose. Let's take a few cows and cats, realigning the spine, just re-loosening it up, lifting hips and heart, dropping chin, tucking tailbone. 2 more, inhale and exhale. And then you're gonna crawl forward and come onto your backs. So we're gonna do bringing our knees into our chest. We're gonna do my favorite core strengthener. Not that we haven't done enough today, but I like this one because it's like my lazy man's core strengthening. So you inhale, and then as you exhale, you pull the navel in and up, and you attempt to lift the hips just enough that you're trying to stand on the ceiling, and then relax. As you relax and you inhale, you can arch the back maybe, and then exhale, really push the low back into the floor, try and lift up. It's a very subtle motion, but I really like how this just strengthens every layer of our abdominal muscles, and from the lower ones to the upper ones. And if you're not quite sure, then just place your hands on your belly and you can feel everything engage. 3 more, 3, 2, 1, good, and then relax. Okay, so we're going to take our oblique stretch, and so it can be done with the knees bent. This is the easier way. Arms out is the easiest. Bringing them in and building in layers. Arms up over your head. Not over your head, over your chest. And then if you want to try the harder version, extend the legs, hook the feet together, and then take the legs over one side and then the other. So I've been working on this and doing this more often, and I'm really seeing a difference. So the first time I tried this, I was very imbalanced. It was very hard for me to get my legs back up to when they went to the left. Right side, I had plenty of strength. Left side, not so much. Well, now I've balanced that out. So I found an imbalance in my body, and then I worked to create that balance. Now, every once in a while, you get over there and you can't get back up. Now, I'm still using my elbows. I haven't gotten to the point yet where my hands can be up here and I can't get back up, right? So I still need some, but my arms don't have to be out. And I have improved that. Now, if you had your feet crossed, go ahead and switch it. Oh, and see, now I'm finding that that one's harder. So working with our imbalances, and woo! There we go. Almost couldn't get back up on that one. So I find it fun to discover these things. Just when I think I'm strong, just when I think I'm flexible, and then
I find that inflexibility or that weakness. And then I work to balance it out and strengthen. So last one here, and we'll be ready for Shavasana. Oh, all right. Knees into your chest. Let's rotate through the legs. So take the knees in opposite directions. Nice big circles with the hips, just lubricating and massaging our hips. Reverse it. And then we'll find a happy baby. Grab your feet, rock side to side. If anybody wants a shoulder stand or a plow pose. Anything you might feel like you were missing from today's work. And then we're going to come into Shavasana. So in order to prepare for Shavasana, I want you to start by stretching your fingers and your toes as far away from each other. Just loosen up and lengthen. And then we're going to bring our arms down, push your elbows in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, take the arms out, relax the feet. We're going to contract muscles and then we're going to relax them. So we're going to start with the feet. So just curl your toes under, pull the feet back, engage your calves, pull the muscles of your quads up. So your legs are all really engaged isometrically. And then completely relax your legs. And then squeeze, pull your navel in, pull your pelvic floor in, squeeze your glutes so your whole lower torso is engaged. And then relax. And then take your hands, so make fists, squeeze your wrist extensors, squeeze your biceps, triceps, shoulders, and then relax. Squeeze your upper back, your chest, pull your ribs in, and then relax. Engage your neck muscles, your jaw, clench that. Squeeze your face together. And then relax. Just notice that subtle energy from all the work we just did. Feel the pulsation, the vibration, the streaming of energy. Your cells are alive, they're oxygenated. I am flexible. I am able to go with the flow. No matter what comes at me, I am strong. So feeling free to extend your Shavasana as long as you'd like. And if you're ready, start to wiggle fingers and toes. And start to work into wrists and ankles. Bend your knees, walk the feet to the outer edges of your mat. Take your arms up over your head and rock your knees side to side. Let your head go in the opposite direction of your knees. And then drawing knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. See if you can wrap your arms around your knees. Draw your forehead up. And just rocking gently back and forth. And releasing. And again, lingering as long as you'd like if you want. But thank you. Thank you for being here, for joining in, for nurturing your body, nourishing your spirit. May we all be safe. May we all be happy. May we all be healthy. May we all live life with ease. Namaste.
Thank you, Charla.